Howdy folks, it's your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs here with you for another one of these here episodes of the Truly Bizarre World, exclusively on the Feeding the Monsters podcast feeds YouTube's channel. And for those of you that ain't too familiar with the Feeding the Monsters, well, it's a podcast feed. It's got a whole bunch of really good shows, and it's also a YouTube's channel, also with a whole bunch of really good shows. So if you ain't never watched any of the podcast or listened to any of the YouTubes, check them out. It's really good stuff. That out of the way, we have got a show today. Now, this thing we're going to talk about today, it ain't really a thing or a person, it's a place. And, you know, it ain't on no maps. It's well off the well-beaten path. But according to legend and lore and myth and eyewitnesses, it does exist. And it's pretty dang bizarre. Episode 13, The Skynwalker Ranch. Now, here's what I found out about the Skynwalker Ranch. Now, this joint was built on land that was once occupied by the Utes and the Navajos. Now, these are two Native American tribes, and they were two tribes that were often warring with one another. Now, the Navajos often got the upper hand on account of them being the more powerful and more aggressive tribe. So often the Utes were enslaved and, just picked on really bad. Now, according to oral tradition and legend, there came about a Ute brave, and it was said that he was going to be the chosen one to bring balance to this territory. His name was Anakin Skynwalker. Now, if we can believe the legends to be true, there came about a time when the Utes were actually poised to finally defeat the Navajos once and for all. And on the cusp of their victory, Anakin Skynwalker switched sides. That's right. He switched sides and joined forces with the evil Navajo shaman chief Palpatine. And they almost wiped out the Utes and enslaved the ones that were left over. Now, about a generation later, the son of Anakin Skynwalker, a youth named Luke Skynwalker, rose up and was able to overthrow his dad. And he also was able to defeat the shaman chief, that Palpatine feller. And this brought an end to the long, bloody feud and conflict between the two tribes. Now today, the ranch is saturated in this mythical and mystical energy of the Skynwalkers. And this is the energy that gives the Skynwalkers their power. You know, it's a part of every living thing on the ranch. It surrounds, penetrates, and binds it all together. And what I can tell you is this: it is believed that the current ranch manager, a cat named Jorge, is a descendant of the Skynwalkers. Now, I ain't really talked too much about what the Skynwalkers' big power was, but what they was able to do was they was able to change their form. They was shapeshifters. And that's actually where the Skynwalker name comes from and references. Now, they often took the form of woolly boogers, ducks, and dragons. Now, the Skynwalker energy that saturates this place to this day also attracts all number of weird stuff. It's not uncommon to see ghosts, UFOs, aliens, pod peoples, sometimes squirrels, and the actual real woolly boogers on the Skynwalker Ranch. Now, this is very important. If you find yourself on the Skynwalker Ranch by accident, which would be by accident because, like I said, it ain't on no maps, get out of there as quick as you can. Ever since the 1970s, these Skynwalker cats have been abducting folks for all manner of naughtiness and freakiness. And you don't want to get caught up in that, folks. Now, if you've got a story or a topic idea for the truly bizarre world, the best thing to do is to download the Anchor app onto your mobile device. And you can go on there and look up the Feeding the Monster podcast feed and leave us a voice message. And, you know, it's just like making a phone call and leaving a message, except for you only got a minute to do it. And you know what? That's actually a good thing because it keeps the super secret government agencies from tracking your calls. That's right. Now, you can also leave comments and questions and topic ideas for future shows right down here in the comments section as well, here on the YouTubes. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's show. Now, one thing I mentioned at the beginning of the show was the Feeding the Monsters podcast feed in this YouTube channel here. There are a ton of great shows on here, so make sure you take the time to check them out. And if you really enjoy the Truly Bizarre, you can check out my show, the Hoot and Hollar, over there. I include a segment called the Truly Bizarre Minute, which kind of gives you like a little condensed version of what you just got right here. But it's all good stuff. Check it all out. You will enjoy it. We got a different show that comes out almost every day of the week, and there is definitely something there for everybody. So yeah, take a peek at it. Take a listen. But that's it for the show. Until next time, you folks, keep it real, keep it weird, and keep it glorious.